Hello everyone, this is Sujit sir and I welcome all of you to my grammar class once again. Now students, as you all know, we have already covered the chapter called voice change through our live classes and some video classes as well. Let us today solve a few questions on voice change as a part of our revision work. Look at the first question, students. We have I have done it. So this is the first question we have here. Now students, before trying to transform the sentence into passive, let us go back and let us remember what we have discussed in our live classes. Several times I have told you, whenever a question is given to you, the first thing which we have to do is to divide the sentence into three parts. What are the three parts, students? Yes, the subject part, the verbal part and the object part. That will make your job easy. And secondly, we have to identify the tense in which the question is given. Okay, so look at the first question. I have done it. Let us first divide the sentence into three parts as I have told you. The subject part, the verbal part and the object part. Yes. So here we have I, the subject. As we all know, a simple sentence begins with a subject and it is either a noun or a pronoun. So here we have the subject I. This one is the verbal portion. I have put an oblique to mark the different parts. So I is the subject, have done is the verbal part and it is the object. Now my dear students, as I have told you, what is the second thing which we should keep in mind? We have to identify at once the tense in which the question is given. Now it is very clear that the tense used here or the sentence has been given in present perfect tense. Why I am saying this to you? Because we know there are different rules for different kinds of sentences or sentences in different tenses. Okay, and as we all know that in voice change, the subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. Here we have it, which is the object. It will come in the beginning and it will become the subject in the passive voice. So here I have taken it. Now this has become the subject in the passive voice. Now the tense is present perfect tense and we know the formula, we know the rule. What do we do, students? Yes, it is either have or has followed by been and thereafter will come the third form of the verb. Okay, so with it, we all know it is not have, rather it is has. So here we have placed has. Thereafter, been to be added, which we have discussed a number of times in our live classes, and PDFs have already been given regarding the rules how we transform sentences from active voice to passive voice. What is the rule for simple present tense? What is the rule for present continuous tense? And so on. So we have to put been. It has become it has been. Now will come the third form of the verb. Now it is already given in the third form because we all know the three forms of the verb do are do, did and done. Therefore, done is already in the third form or in the past participle form. So let us place done. And finally what will happen? this subject will become the object. This will become the agent. And in what way? It will come in the way of, or in the shape of, by me. I becomes me. Me is the objective form of I. So finally, I will become by me. It will become the object in the passive voice. Therefore, we have transformed the first sentence from active voice to passive voice. Here, we need to remember, students, whenever you are solving or transforming sentences from active voice to passive voice, always try to divide your sentence into the parts in which I have divided: the subject part, the verbal part, and the object part. And you have to identify the tense at once in which your question is given. That will make your job easy, and there will be certainty that your answer is going to be correct. Okay, let us deal with the second question, students. Once again, we shall divide the sentence into three parts. Yes, here we have you, which is the subject. Are singing is the verbal portion. And finally, we have the object, a song. A song in the same way will come in the beginning and will become the subject in the passive voice. So here I have written a song. Now identify the tense in which the question is given. It is are singing. Are is a be verb followed by verb plus ing. So what does it mean? It means the sentence is given in present continuous tense. And we all know what rule do we have here, students? Yes, either am or is or are followed by being and followed by the third form of the verb. Very good. With a song, we shall use is. We never say a song am or a song are. We always say a song is, which we all know. So a song is. Now being to be added according to the rule, according to the formula. So a song is being. And now the past participle form of the verb or the third form of the verb. Now the third form of the verb sing is sung. The three forms are sing, sang and sung. So we are putting sung here. It has become up to this, a song is being sung, and finally the subject will become the object as we have done previously. So you will become by you. So this is how we have transformed this sentence from active voice to passive voice. Now we have here one more question, the third question. Read the question first, students. The man opened the door. The tense is simple past tense, and the subject here is the man. Opened is the verb and the door is the object. Let us take the object in the beginning and let us make it the subject in the passive voice. So the door in the beginning. Now opened means simple past tense or past indefinite tense, which means what formula do we have, students? Yes, you have correctly guessed. It will either be was or were, whichever is applicable with the subject. Then will come the third form of the verb. So with the door, we always write was. It is always was after the singular subject door. We all know this. And thereafter, the past participle form of the verb. It is opened. Because the three forms are open, opened, opened. We have placed the third form here or the past participle form here. And finally, this subject will go in the end, will become the object in the passive voice. So it will be in the form of by the man. So this is how we have to answer all these sentences into passive. So the third sentence, the man opened the door, the answer has become, or the sentence in the passive voice will be, the door was opened by the man. It is very easy. What you have to keep in mind, two things only. First of all, you have to divide the sentence in your mind, find out the subject part, the verbal part, and the object part. And we have to remember the subject becomes the object and vice versa. And one more important thing, students, we have to identify the tense in which the sentence is given or the question is given. I hope all of you have understood the process, the method, how we transform a sentence from active voice to passive voice. So see you all again. Thank you so much.